talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the guard position. Now Edwards. Paul George missing from long range. And Edwards with the stuff.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Towns. Shoots over Covington, and it's Towns missing. The three from George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Minnesota with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. He draws iron on the dunk.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
That one good for two.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Conley kicks to Towns. And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Covington. Another shot. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Edwards into the lane. The Clippers grab the miss.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And that one's good, George.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Towns. And he makes good on the layup. Towns has got his second bucket.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And it's Westbrook missing. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive level.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Oh, here's Edwards. Going in.
Oh, watch out below. Come on now, throw it down. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside Covington. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by one. Pass to Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Now, here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one hits back iron. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Edwards passes to McDaniels and finished off by McDaniel.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
It's Covington on the wing. Will it go? Makes it off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Edwards looking it over with 1 on the clock. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves lead by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
He also
man. Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Zubac does screen on Conley. Westbrook passes to Zubac, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers with the ball. 4-point game. Outside, George, 6 to shoot. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself. That is really where Russell Westbrook excels, in transition with that great speed of his.
Outside, Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Westbrook against Conley. Here's George. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Westbrook against Edwards. Latrey. It's hauled in by Paul George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
The defense all over Westbrook there, but he's crafty, he's slick, and he was focused on that shot.
Conley kicks to Towns, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Leonard looking over the floor, pulls up on the wing, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley dishes to Gobert. Outside Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. trailing by 2, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here is Edwards. 8 points for him. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Right wing. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Conley surveying the D. 5 to shoot. Outside, Towns. Shoots over Covington. And too long on the shot.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Zubac kicks to George. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Leonard with the bucket.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Edwards against George. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Covington against Towns. He dishes it to Gobert. And that one, good. Gobert's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Outside for George. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 10.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Now Edwards. 8 points for him. To the inside. Towns. That one goes. Count it. And 11 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge. And
thanks for the great interview, Dave.
25. The Clippers, 26.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So for the Clippers right now, you've got Gordon. Batum is out there with Powell. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the point. Here's Highland. Pass to Gordon. Now here's Batum. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Gordon. Here's Prince. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
Taurean Prince, 2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Highland passes to Batum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Here's Here's Noel, and the layup's good off the glass.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Highland passes to Gordon. To the middle, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
Here's Alexander Walker.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. And Anderson has it in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Plumlee finds Batum. Off target from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
For Minnesota, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. George against Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Driving to the basket. And finished off by Edwards.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And McDaniels with the block. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
All right, everyone, give a big hand to your first Avenue Breaker.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Here's Gobert, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And Gobert drops them both. Here's Westbrook. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Here's George. To halt the run. Leonard finds Westbrook. Trying his luck from deep. That shot, no good. Timberwolves leading by 10. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Kicks it out to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Edwards against George. Just 5 on the clock. Westbrook pulls it in.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Conley. Outside Towns. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Gobert with a screen on Zubac. And they'll get another chance. Paul George grabs the miss. And so it's Minnesota up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been
Your Timberwolves standing.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the one spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Towns dishes to Gobert. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Outside Leonard. Those three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota leading by 14. And here's Gobert. The pass to Edwards. Kicks to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. A putback, and it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 14. A three from Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Towns. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Edwards, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
A three from George. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's George finishing it off.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
Outside Towns takes the three. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Covington passes to Westbrook. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Conley. The kick out to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Westbrook can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy too.
1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. And George, here we go. The shot missing.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Covington with it. Conley picks him up. And Robert Covington gets the 3.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous. Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Timberwolves.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Anthony Edwards.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
McDaniels finds Conley. Outside, Towns. Back to Conley. Unloads. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And here's Leonard from three. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Edwards against George. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Gobert. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
First team foul.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Covington against Towns. Now here's Leonard. From deep. Can't connect. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get to the fourth quarter with a game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row. That might end up being the difference here, BA.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Paul passes to Booker. And it's Booker again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Edwards. McDaniels with it. Towns with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, BA. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Timberwolves on D. No one covering.
Just doesn't second guess his shot selection, and for good reason. A lot of those go in.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant. And Towns' three-pointer is the lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Durant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Booker. The kick to Durant. Clock at 6. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Good assertive play from KD, refusing to be denied on the interior.
Paul against Conley. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Here's Paul, and he drives in. On the wing, Durant, covered by Towns. Outside Booker. 20 feet out. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. From deep, Conley. The Suns clear it.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Inside. And here's Paul. Outside Booker. Drives to the hoop. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Edwards finds Gobert. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Pass to Paul. All sorts of time, and the jumper is good.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Outside McDaniels. Launches it. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. And the layup is good off the glass. Booker's got 5.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Timberwolves ahead. They lead. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
We've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Paul, following the score by Minnesota. The kick to Durant. With the drive, uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Outside Conley. And they double up Edwards. Conley against Paul. Pass to McDaniels. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. McDaniels got 6 points.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Now here's Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A one-handed tomahawk, that's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Here's Durant. 7 points in the game. Drills it from deep. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys, B.A., are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
So it's Phoenix now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Okogie. And stolen by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Gobert. Is covered by Ayton. Gobert passes to Conley. Now Towns. 6 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Conley against Paul. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
And it's Paul off the drive. Shakes him. Outside for Booker. From outside the arc. That one is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Pass to Conley from the arc. The Suns clear it. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul passes to Aiden. Now Durant. 10 points for him. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And the first half comes to a conclusion. All right, good stuff, Allie.
Minnesota Timberwolves, 25. The Suns, 27.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We got Jalen Noel, Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Payne, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander-Walker. For the lead. Reid with it. Here's Noel. Reid sets a screen. Pulls up on the wing. The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Baisley. Pass to Ross. Baisley in the post. Anderson covers. To the paint. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Reid with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Back to Reid. Here's Prince. He drops it from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Up top, Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Baisley. Pass to Payne. Back to Baisley. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Suns ball.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Landale misses. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Minnesota foul. First personal foul.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Now here's Warren. Second chance shot. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Ross. Kicks it out to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Suns. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Here's Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Prince. Here's Reed. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
He's off on the first.
Reed taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Ross with it, guarded now by Anderson. Ross can't get it to go. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Noel. 2 points. That one goes.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
Here's Payne. Takes it inside. Right wing. Here's Baisley. He buries it from 3. Baisley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside, Anderson. Down low. The shake. Hey, Warren with the nice defensive effort.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ross. Pass to Baisley. The Suns need to get off a shot. Nice shot by Ross.
That's a good look from Baisley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
Here's Noel to the middle. Here's Anderson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Conley up top. He's guarded by Paul. Conley passes to Edwards. And there's the drive. Now here's Towns. Counted. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. That one drops for him.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks down the long J.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Aiden. Back to Paul. This one for three. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Conley against Paul. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Here's McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Durant, ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
A spindly guy. Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Outside Conley. The kick out to Edwards. And another three for Minnesota.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Ball against Conley. The kick to Durant. Wide open. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter. Outside Conley. To the left wing. Towns down low. Durant's there. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. No good with the triple. The Suns trailing. Here's Durant. Offensive rebound. The three from Ayton. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Ayton's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
The three, Conley. And Ayton pulls it down.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Ball against Conley. Now here's Towns. He's closely guarded. Gobert. Oh, he nails it.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
To tie it up. Can't get it to drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Pass to Durant. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room. Well, that makes sense.
Gobert often hits for a higher percentage from the field than he does from the line, but they really need his free throws here.
And he cannot get the third one to drop, going just 1 for 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So alongside...
To the NBA action on 2K Sports. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one.
Here we go.
And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's a Kogi into the 3 slot. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
George against Booker. George looking over the floor. Down low, takes it out to Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got the first points up on the board for Los Angeles. Ball outside. Outside for Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
One of the deadliest shooters in league history. KD especially on the catch and shoot.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Here's Zubac. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Paul goes in. Count that one.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the D.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Right side, Leonard. Durant with the steal. Pass to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Durant, here we go. And Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's special.
Outside, George. Westbrook passes to George. Shot to stop the run. Sinks that one from the post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Booker. Paul George making his last shot. Booker. Westbrook pulls it in. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Now here's Paul. Here's Durant. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Ayton against Zubac. George up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from KD. Takes it out to Covington. Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
Here's Paul driving the lane. And here's Booker from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Booker with no one around. No good from outside.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Leonard finds George. Launches it. Rebound by Okogie. The Suns have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Westbrook against Paul. Outside for Durant. And finished up by KD.
A graceful athlete in his prime of his career. Durant with great body control through contact.
George way outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Here's Paul with the drive. There's the feed to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. KD against Covington. No good. The Clippers trail, and thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
Shot from 6. Leonard kicks to George. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. That falls. Nice speed that time from Leonard. And that's now 6 points for George. The Suns shooting at 50% in a decent group. Paul surveying the floor. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Westbrook dishes to George. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. Lobbed up there for KD. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
KD with the reach to finish anything you throw his way.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Westbrook. Outside Covington. Back to Westbrook. Clippers moving the ball around. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Stolen by Westbrook. Covington wide open. He fires. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. He dishes it to Ayton. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
The offensive arsenal of Durant is limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Here's Paul. Booker outside. Here he goes. From past the arc. Keeps it alive. And Booker able to finish. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. High post try, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Leonard inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
A drive by Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 5.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Durant with the steal. On the wing, Booker to the inside. Ayton, and the layup is good.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Here's Leonard. He's got 8. Ball stolen. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Booker the pass to Okogie. Here's Durant. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
19. The Suns, 28.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Powell is out there with Batum. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point. Here's Shamet. Here's Landale. Ross against Gordon. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Ross with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Highland. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Warren on the wing, guarded by Powell. Here's Shamet, just 5 on the clock. Powell with the steal. Here's Highland. Passes it to Powell. Jacks up a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Warren. And that one drops. Warren's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Gordon with no one around. Buries it from three-point range. Gordon's got 5.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Shamet. A shot off that time. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And here's Gordon from outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
The pass to Ross. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Powell, the pass to Gordon. Ross with the steal. And he feeds it to Warren. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Here's Highland. He's covered by Shannon. They get it again. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Highland. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Batum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
And with Batum, his versatility, he has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
As soon as you give him any room whatsoever, he is always looking to attack and make you pay.
Westbrook kicks to George. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Paul against Batum. Durant wide open, he fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
You know, intensity is what makes Russell Westbrook so special. He's relentless, and it's difficult for even great players to keep up with him.
Robert Covington's checked in for Nicholas Batum. KD looking around. He takes it in, and then Durant with the dunk.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
A 3 from Leonard. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 11 points.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Suns on top. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward.
You have to admire Kevin Durant's resilience. Few stars could bounce back from a serious injury like he did and return looking the same.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Durant. There's the triple. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Covington kicks to George. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim. And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And here's George for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Crosses over, and the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Westbrook against Paul. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
A solid shooter. Once CP3 sees available space, he's going to take that shot.
From deep, George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Durant, the pass to Okogie. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Zubac. For 3, Covington. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Paul against Westbrook. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix. The Clippers running out of time. Here's George. Drives to the hoop.
What a simple move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, when you're as crafty as CP3, you can have longevity in this league. It all comes down to health and want to.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Stripped away. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. It's good. 13 points for Leonard. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Booker, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Suns.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
For 3, Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now Paul. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
And so Westbrook nails both of them. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Westbrook against Conley. Back to Westbrook. Here's Leonard. The putback. Here's Zubac. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Conley on the attack. Pass to Towns. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Here's McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. From deep. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Conley against Westbrook. George, a deep 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list. Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
For 3, George sinks the tray.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Conley passes to Edwards. Slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook, the pass to George. And George with the jam.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Outside Edwards. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. An easy 2 on the layup. Edwards has got 9.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Leonard against McDaniels. Leonard outside. Off target from 3-point range. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Outside Edwards, driving to the basket, and Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Pass to George from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Edwards finds Conley. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Westbrook outside. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 11 points in the quarter. He's on.
With your Clippers, coming onto the court.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the one. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position. On the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
McDaniels against Leonard. Covington passes to Leonard. Zubac's inside, defended by Gobert. George for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Edwards against Westbrook. Outside Edwards. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Outside Covington. Leonard for three. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his fifth rebound in this one. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And here's Edwards. He's got 16. Pass to McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Offline with a three. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Covington with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. That one falls.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside Edwards, back to Conley. Pass to Towns. Covington grabs the board.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Conley against Westbrook. Leonard outside. The 3 is up. And Gobert with a block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
McDaniels passes to Towns. 1:03 left in the first half. From deep, Conley connects from downtown. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards against Zubats. The kick out to Conley. For 3. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Covington. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, Mr. Covington letting you know he can put it on the deck and get to the cup. That is nicely done.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley passes to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Here's the 3. Edwards finds Towns. Over Covington. The shot by Towns, no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be... Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Jalen Noel out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Anderson in at the 4-man position. Minnesota's got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But, boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Kicks it out to Anderson. The 3 is up. Not going to go that time.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
And here's Gordon from the arc. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Reid. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Powell outside. On the take, and Powell with the stuff.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Here's Noel. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Highland. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Batum. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, you love Nicholas Batum mixing it up, getting the offensive rebound put back. Nicely done.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And the three off target. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And here's Gordon from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Reed banked it in off the glass. Reed's gotten his second bucket.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Reed sets a screen. From downtown, they get it back.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Highland. Off target with the three. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Outside McDaniels. The three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 5 rebounds in the game. Leonard for 3. Counted from distance. Leonard's got 5 points.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Outside Edwards. 4-3. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. McDaniels from long range. Here's Gobert. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And the second free throw is good. Zubats, screen. And there's the lob, and it's slammed in by Zubats.
Well, superb awareness from Russell Westbrook. Understands where the gaps in the defense, almost impossible to check in the pick and roll.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 17 at the end of the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Westbrook against Conley. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. And he gets the jumper to drop. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Zubac has gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Edwards. To the inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Westbrook outside. Rebound Minnesota. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Towns. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Conley. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Towns for 3. Towns can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Leonard. Count that one.
Well, he's got size and he has touch. It makes interior scoring easy for Kawhi Leonard.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Edwards finds Towns. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest. And consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
George against Edwards. Over to the wing. And here's Zubac outside. Rebound Minnesota.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward. Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Towns with the ball. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Basketball.
Now Westbrook. No good there. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
thanks.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start out. And here is Paul. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Okogie for 3. Good on the triple. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. 2 high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. In this kind of matchup, comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
6 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Ball against Conley. Here's Ayton. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Ball against Conley. Towns kicks to Conley. Out to Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star. And he likes to get in a rhythm early, like triple.
Conley surveying the D. Outside Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Outside Durant. Now the pass to Okogie. Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
First team foul.
On defense, Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. The kick out to Towns. Clock at 6. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Here's Paul driving inside. Passes it to Okogie. It's tipped. Stolen by Conley. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Ball goes in, up again. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. The kick out to Towns. Offline with his 3. The Suns leading. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
5 to shoot. Ball passes to Ayton. Durant. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:04 left to play here in the first. Here is Edwards. He's got 7. Pass to McDaniels. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career. The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. From the arc. Rebound by Okogie.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Beautiful timing from KD. He just knows when to get up there for the alley-oop.
Outside Conley. Edwards dishes to Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Towns for three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And he nails the third.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the court for Minnesota. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here are the Suns now. Okogie, the pass to Durant. Here's Ayton. And there's the pass to Okogie. From deep three-point range. Minnesota with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves trail. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Durant. Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. They get a hand on it. Paul dishes to KD. Good, and Paul gets the assist. KD's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Suns. Edwards looking it over. Pass to come. Puts it up from 12. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from McDaniels.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Steps back. Booker the pass to Okogie. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Okogie's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Back to Edwards for the three. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 10. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks, because he is so humble. He is so demanding. And you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Out to the right wing. For three, Okogie. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Okogie's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns. Mulligan's coming. Over in the corner, Edwards. The kick out to Towns. That shot is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Durant. There's the drive. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
And stolen by Ayton. Booker up top. Edwards defending. Booker against Edwards. From deep. Another three for Phoenix.
If you're talking strictly from shooting range, Booker is right at the top of that group.
Paul against Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. To end the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just using that experience, Conley adept at drawing contact and getting to the line.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Booker looking around. Shoots the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat. Up it. Thanks so much, David. And we'll
31, the Timberwolves, 23.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got T.J. Warren. Andrew Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Ross driving to the basket. The kick out to Warren. Here's Shamet. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Timberwolves trail by 5. Prince outside. Anderson in the post. And he banks in the layup.
And I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime if that possession's any indication.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Now, here's Shannon. He's guarded closely. There's the pass to Ross. He doesn't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Pass to Landale. Here's Baisley. Off target from 3-point range.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Reed. Landale grabs the miss.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Left side, Warren takes a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Suns lead by 6.
Love the confidence from Warren on the catch and shoot. Coaches don't want to see their players hesitate.
Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. And here's Prince outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. Prince has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Now, here's Shamet. Tight defense on him. And the wide open shot from Warren. They get the rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross. Pass to Noel. Prince against Warren. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Reed. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now Shaman. No points in the game yet for him. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Ross kicks to Shannon. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Stolen by Anderson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Deep two from Anderson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Landale. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Alexander Walker. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Ross with the steal. Warren dishes to Ross. The pass to Landale. Here's Shamet. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Anderson. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Shamet. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Timberwolves trail by 3. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Here's Noel. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Alexander Walker. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now here's Shamet. The kick out to Warren. Off target with his 3. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Starting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And the basket by Okogie. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Phoenix. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 6. He kicks to Gobert. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And if the mid-range shot is working for Gobert, it's a problem for the D. Draws the bigs away from the hoop and opens things up inside.
Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Booker the pass to Okogie. Back to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Paul. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lobbed up there for Durant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passes of all time.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. That's a 2 from Paul. That one wide left.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Towns against KD. Out to Conley. Back to Towns. Goes up at the stripe, and that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
And here's a guy in Towns who can get buckets inside and out, and you throw in the mid-range, and Cat makes you guard him at all 3 levels.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered by 8. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Gobert with it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. 5 on the clock. To tie it up.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
Good D by Booker.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Conley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Conley against Paul. Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Conley against Paul. Pass to McDaniels. This one for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Town.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for 1 3-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Well, this is starting to get real.
KD against Conley. Back to Towns. Outside, Edwards. Out to Conley. Over Paul. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's the Suns with the ball. Outside Durant. And he tries in. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Just embracing the spotlight and the chance to be clutch. Durant loves going to the line in these close games.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And there's the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
And here is Paul. Here's Okogie. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
To the best
stuff there. So the Clippers win the tip. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Booker. Back to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. And Durant gets it to go.
Why do KD threes look like layups? Man, it's unbelievable.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Covington doesn't have to have the ball to help you, but you do want him occasionally to get touches to keep him engaged.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
Westbrook outside. Pass to George. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here's Leonard. Sinks that one from the post.
That's a great touch from the swingman as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
Okogie on the wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Westbrook outside. Out to Covington. Pass to George. And Booker pulls it down.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Paul. And a nice finish on the layup.
This Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Westbrook outside. George outside. There's the drive. And the jam by George.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Westbrook against Paul. On the wing, Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
And no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. We've got 1:55 left now in the first quarter. George passes to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
Outside Paul. It's deflected. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Leonard. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game. Covington passes to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
All against Westbrook. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Durant with a screen on George. Outside Durant. 5 on the clock. From the high post. That's good on the jumper. Durant's got 5 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Leonard passes to George. And the shot goes. George has got his second basket.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Outside Covington. And the jam by George.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up by 4, and we'll be back right after this.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. All right, Brad, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside for Booker. Into the lane. Jacks up with 3. And there's Paul. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Driving inside. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Paul against Westbrook. Inside. Here's Covington. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, you're going to play Westbrook on that pick and roll to shoot it. He's underrated in being a distributor.
Okogie. And there's the drive. Right side Booker. Oh, George with a steal. Westbrook left side to the paint. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep break.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
The kick to Durant. Looking to win the run. Paul George pulls it in.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Leonard can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Paul with it, guarded by Covington. For 3, Durant. The Clippers grab the miss.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Leonard outside. To the inside. Paul with a steal. In transition. Here come the Suns. Outside for Booker. With some arc. Rejected by George.
Paul George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Now Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead. Up 2. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be... We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
We've got T.J. Warren. Landry Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Darius Baisley, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Batum with a screen on Ross. Shot is good by Gordon.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
It's Shamet on the wing. Pass to Ross. Back to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Plumlee a screen. Now Batum. There's the triple. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
And that's where Nicholas Batum is so dangerous. Man, if he was in boxing, he could be a corner man.
Outside Ross. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Kicks it out to Warren. 6 to shoot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
Here's Highland looking for his first basket, still in this one. Gordon outside. Here's Plumlee. Out to Powell. Pass to Gordon. Back to Powell. Batum sets a screen. Powell passes to Batum. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Ross. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Batum. Powell against Warren. Here's Highland. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter here. Here's Ross. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Gordon outside. Here's Highland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality, and then, of course, a power finish. Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
And here's Gordon. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gordon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, when Eric Gordon's able to find space and dribble that way, the defense has a hard time and is helpless to stop it.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Down low. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Outside Ross. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Gordon outside. To the middle. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
A great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
Outside Ross for the lead. The shot off that time. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The Clippers on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the one. And stolen by Durant. And the Suns pushing it up now. Booker, good.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Covington, a screen on Paul. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. They now take the lead. And the Suns lead by 1. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. The kick to Durant. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
The kick to Durant. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And it's the Clippers on the break. And George with the jam.
So the pick by Westbrook on one end, and that sets up the easy transition points.
Screen by Durant. The three ball. The Clippers grab the miss. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Covington, a screen on Booker. George finds Covington. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Covington. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Booker against George. Here's Okogie. Durant with a screen on Zubac. Back to Durant. And right on target. That one's good. Durant's got 20 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Covington with it. George outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
An elite player in this league. I mean, George understands he needs to come through at the line in clutch moments. Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Outside Paul. There's the drive. And he converts the layup.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hand. Delivered.
Westbrook outside. Kicks it to George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now.
Wow. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Pass to Covington. Money.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Ball passes to Booker. Durant. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
There's a screen. George outside from deep three-point range. Clippers keep it alive. He connects, and that one brings them within one.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
Considering that Chris Paul led the league in free throw percentage, I bet the defense is already kicking themselves. This is not a strategy you want to employ.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the three-point lead.
Outside Covington takes the 3. Can't get the and no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
He makes the first of 3, and that brings him within 2 here.
And a good test of mettle here for Covington is he's going to step to the line in a really big pressure moment.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that ties this game up.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The kick to Durant. Lots of room. It's good!
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
And please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
The 3, George. The 3 won't fall. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. That was an incredible night of...